Hey everybody, and welcome to the first official Pulver Impressions. Today I'm going to be covering Castles in the Sky by Dan Pierce and Jack DeQuitt of the Tall Trees Studios. Castles in the Sky is a video game storybook platformer. It uses the keyboard controls. It's only about 10 to 15 minutes long, and it's their first game that they ever made. It started out as like a weekend project that they made, and they decided that it would be perfect for their debut game. You can pre-order it today, October 11th. It's for $1.50 on their website. Link will be in the description, and it officially comes out the 18th. So since this game is only about 10 minutes long, I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to play the entire game. So if you want to wait until the 18th and not be spoiled, I suggest clicking this annotation that's on the screen right now, and it'll take you to the end of the after I play, where I'll give you my full thoughts on the game, and then we'll wrap it up there. So until then, enjoy the game. It's a beautiful game, beautiful soundtrack, really simple game that, by the way, Dan said that he made it in GameMaker Pro, and I've been programming myself for 3 years now, and I can honestly say that programming a game in GameMaker Pro is the hardest thing I've ever done. So huge props to him. And without further babbling, let's jump right into the game over here. All right, let's just jump right in then. Castles in the Sky, game by the Tall Trees. And we can just... Okay, so how you control it is you could just jump. You click down to jump. The longer you hold the button down to click, the higher you jump. And yeah, the controls are just really nice and really just fit this kind of game, the kind of game that it is. And there's a book of trains and a book of cars and books of little bugs that fly, but here's a catalog of things that happen in the wide blue sky. So what this game is you're platforming through the clouds, collecting little rings that you'll see later. I don't actually know if the rings do anything for the game. They're solace in the clouds, my friend, and wonders passing by and by. So bend your knees, away you go, to look for castles in the sky. So this is not a challenging game by any sense of the imagination. But it's very relaxing, and if you want to be relaxed and listen to a story, then this is an amazing game for you. I love the rings. When I was a little child, I thought clouds were caught by men who roped them down to hang above and let them loose to drift again. Again, I don't know if these rings say anything, or do anything for the game, rather. But they are just really nice. This is also not a challenging game, by any sense. But it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to tell a story, and it's a great story that it tells. I really like that you keep going on balloons to lift higher and higher into the sky. That's really nice. We see the birds flying south. I believe Dan himself did the artwork for the game, and it's really good. His pixel art is amazing, and the messages that pass through the air. I miss the things we used to do, from lovers, parents, bosses, friends, the trees we climbed, the kites we flew. Sometimes you'll see rows like this of rings, and I don't think it does anything for the game. And there's a little plane. You'll see things in the background, um, and they're just really cool. I don't think the rings do anything when you collect them all. I collected them all on my first playthrough. Um, And I spent about half an hour with this game so far. I played through it a couple of times. And as you'll see, as you get higher, the coloring changes. Everything's lighter now, and you'll see it'll change at least once more. I think a couple more times um, uh, before the end of the game. And just listen to the freaking music. So good. The press release of this game that I got a few days back came with the soundtrack, and it's so good. I listen to it all the time. At that part right there, they made you take a second to step in and just take in the scenery and read, and it's just a beautiful game. It tells a story, and I really don't have anything bad to say about this game. After reading about it, it's everything that I thought it was going to be. And it's just great. Totally worth the $1.50 that you would pay for it. So in case I didn't go over the controls earlier, you press the mouse button down and you flip up, and then where this triangle goes on the screen, this is my mouse pointer. That's where my guy goes. And look, emerging from the crowds, a rather special light. The fireflies come out and dance to welcome in the coming night. And you can see the background changing again to the night sky. It's so good. I wish I had more to say that I could rant about with this amazing game, but it's very simple. And I like that. And I came in. Dan and Jack have made it very clear that it's a simple game. It's just a story, and that's exactly what it is, and it does it very well. It's just relaxing. I have to say, the first time I played through the game, um, I thought the rings. I wasn't really sure how I felt about the rings. I thought the dinging kind of took us out of the story a little bit. But as I'm playing it more, I think these little dings are a perfect touch, and they really just enhance the feeling. You can see a train constellation in the sky. It's amazing. It's a very small game, but the detail is amazing. The tiny little details they put in to make it a good game. And now at last the gentle moon, the surface marked with ancient scars, and home to you, my little one, who sleeps beneath the shining stars. The birds are waiting for the light. The corn is growing through the night. That little flick you saw on screen was me not being able to move anymore. The poplars ruffle in the breeze. The apples grow upon the trees. You've come so far, your journey's done. The stars are arcing overhead. You've seen the castles in the sky. It's time for you to go to bed. And it's such a perfect ending. tall trees. Such a good ending. Whether you watched me play through or not, the game is amazing. It's so detailed. The pixel art is so good. That's done by Dan. The music is good, and I'm pretty sure that's done by Jack. The music fits the game so well. And just the tiny little details in it, like the fireflies and the constellations in the background. It just brings you right into the story. The controls are perfect for the game. They're so simple, but they don't need to be any more than it is, and it controls so well. The game is a story, and it doesn't try and be any more than a story, which is what I love about it. It knows what it is, and it does it so well. Then the story is just phenomenal. It makes me feel so good every time I play through it, and I've played through it 3 times now. And yeah, everything's amazing about it. I love the game, and Dan and Jack did such a good job with their first Tall Trees game, and I just can't even wait for 10 Second Ninja, their next game that's coming out that I will cover. I guarantee it. So, thank you everybody for watching Pulver impressions of Castles in the Sky. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It helps me out so much. And if you liked me, please consider subscribing. That helps me out even more. Follow Dan and Jack on Twitter. They're both so funny. The links will be in the description. And go to the Tall Trees website and order this game. It's $1.50. So worth it for the story. Maybe only play it once or twice, but it'll be totally worth it. I know it. And yeah. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.